Hello YouTube, GreaterJ1 here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on how to be better at Obi Wan in Heroes vs Villains. Now do keep in mind that there are not really any skins that can change his lightsaber to be more Sith-like, so his lightsaber cannot be changed. It can be changed, but only to white, cyan and blue, which is not very helpful. Now he seems to have a lot of stamina. We'll check it later, but he seems to have a lot of stamina, and I think this is due to because he's more of a character meant to be for blocking, because you can see his stamina was draining quite slowly, which actually is a big help. No, you don't, Savage. Now we will be going over his attacks. His attacks are just simple moves like this. Just a couple spins and so on. His abilities are a force push and a spin / flip. So they are very basic abilities but helpful ones. So however, I will not be ever going over what taunts you should use, just because they're optional. So yeah. Now you can tell this stamina draining quite quickly and regenerating quite fast. He's meant to be more of a character to use blocks. However, his stamina seems to drain quicker when he's blocking, so you want to try and attack and block as much as you can. Now, Obi Wan is a very useful character to have on your team if it's just for blocks or not. Now, where's our flag? Come on! I was only searching for my flag. I think it's at our spawn, isn't it? I was going the completely wrong way, I think. But yeah, Obi-Wan's a very useful character to have on your team. You might find him a little hard to use to begin with. But that depends. He's most certainly a character that you need to get good at, because he's a very useful character to actually have on your team. And if you don't have him on your team, then you can say bye-bye, because you might just lose without Obi-Wan. Now, he's one of the few characters in the game to actually have a white lightsaber. The only other character in the game to have a white lightsaber is, I think, what was it? It's, Ahsoka Tano. I really hate when a force abilities go over your opponent, because a force ability probably wouldn't work like that. Anyways, it's a very useful thing to actually have. The more useful it is, the better. I really recommend, if he has a repulse ability, to replace it with repulse. If a character has a repulse ability that's not force push, like a force push ability that's not repulse, always do it. It's so helpful, because you will always get the chance on getting the win, shall we so say. Because well, not a win, but you'll have the force ability all around you. And once you have that force ability around you, it's very useful to have. Don't worry, Qui-Gon, I'm coming. No, you don't. Excuse me, Vader. Right. Go, Obi-Wan, go! I mean, Qui-Gon, go! Yes, he did it! 1 point for us. We need to get one more flag. Oh. Go on, Qui-Gon, get the flag. I'll get the... No, you don't, Grievous. Not today. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah, the choke doesn't work like that, sorry. Okay, why is like the entire enemy team after me? Like most of it. You could see they were literally going after me. Yeah, we're not going to win this round, but it's okay. It's okay because I'm only giving you a guide. I know how to be better with Obi Wan. Now, he's a very useful character to have on your team. His lightsaber form in the prequels were defensive. His lightsaber form in the original trilogy was not defensive. Anyways, you can pick between any one of his appearances. It does not matter, so... No. Sorry guys, I accidentally went there. So he has a lot more stamina than normal. This is probably because he's meant to be more of a defensive character, so try not to use him as a character that you have to try and like attack with, because he's way more useful for blocking. So his damage is 25 to 30. So that will probably help with attacking, because most enemies will have like around from 150 health to like 175. That's what it often is. He has 175 health and his speed is 22. And his jump is 65, so I think that means he can jump 65 in the air. Now, it does not really matter which one you get. They will not change the lightsaber to be a red lightsaber, which is what you're having to look for, because yeah. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time, and you can watch me do a bit of this gameplay before we go on to the next video, which will be Tower Malicos. No, you don't, Vader. Vader! Got you, Vader! Obi-Wan no longer think Obi-Wan got his revenge. No, you don't, Pong. It feels just so natural to have Pong as a VIP. Oh, thank you, Leia. So, he has pretty standard things, but all of that standard things helps him be better at the game. Why would we be attacking Leia, Vader? I mean, Yoda. Good job, Leia. So the next video will be Taron Malicos. Come on. Help me, Yoda. I could have blocked more, so I made more useful attacks than blocks, so I'm gonna try and block more as Obi-Wan and only putting in attacks if they're needed. So Obi-Wan's a great character to use if your opponent always is attacking. He requires his own lightsaber form pretty much. He's a unique Oh. Oh dear, Grievous. Yeah, that is a glitch, so poor Grievous. He can be used for attacks, but he will not be nearly as good as he is with a defense. He's more of a character for defense attacks. And I totally messed that ability up. So you want to use him as a defense and then attack. So defense, attack. Okay. Sorry Pong, what did I ever do to you? And I force push him just as he sliced me. But yeah, he's Obi Wan's probably one of the best characters to have on your team for defense. I really and highly recommend using him. There's not really much you can go over to actually be good with him, but I'll go over things that you should use. His attacks are very basic, but are also a bit similar to Grievous's and Vader's, which has been the case with most of the characters. So, yeah. Let's get Sidious. Yeah, I got the VIP, aka Sidious. But its attacks are very basic. It's just slash, left, right, and then a spin, which does not really belong in the original trilogy. Every time I see somebody spin in the original trilogy, it just feels too off because it does not really belong on that trilogy. So, however, his defense is very useful. His attacks are morely, are not as useful, but they can be useful if they're needed to be useful. And pretty much, he's a very good character. I'll see if I have a repulse for him, and if one of his abilities is a repulse. Because I highly recommend always replacing his. I highly recommend replacing any push ability with a repulse ability, because on how useful it is. So that's today's video on of the series, pretty much. If you're also facing off a Pong Krell, this Obi Wan's a very useful character to use due to the amounts of stamina he has. But do keep in mind that this does not do too much, as it will pretty much. He loses stamina quite quickly when people are attacking his blocks. If that makes any sense, like he's blocking but he's also attacking. When you're being attacked and you're blocking, it really drains his stamina fast, so you sort of have to be defense, attack. That's pretty much the only way you can be good with him. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.